Welcome to Off the Cuff. In this series, I provide a recap of an episode, then conclude with my thoughts and impressions. I do not provide spoilers for future installments. I will only reference the current episode and events that occur up to that point in the show. Welcome, watchers, to my recap of Buffy the Vampire Slayer Season 2, Episode 4, Inca Mummy Girl. Buffy, Willow, and Xander head to an exhibit, which coincidentally is the same time that Sunnydale High is having a student exchange program. Buffy is going to have some guy at her place, and it makes Xander nervous. Cordelia, meanwhile, is excited because she selected a potential Swedish hunk named Sven to stay with her. In the exhibit, Robbie Munson is scraping shavings off a mask and smiles at them with his metal mouth.
We shall now proceed into the Incan burial chamber. The human sacrifice is about to begin.
At the mummy exhibit itself, the guide talks about the sacred seal that keeps the mummy from waking up. Apparently, they choose a princess as a sacrifice to protect their lands or something like that. After closing, Rodney is still lurking through the exhibit somehow and thinks that seal looks really cool, so he takes it.
Damn.
The mummy immediately awakes and poor Rodney is attacked. There's a costume party dance at the Bronze that night, so Xander talks to Buffy in the library about how he wants her to tag along with Willow and him, so it doesn't seem like a date. Buffy asks him,
Oh, come on. In all the years you've known Willow, you've never thought about her lips?
Buffy, I love Willow, and she's my best friend. She's the kind of girl that I'm best friends with.
He says the same thing that Buffy told him when he tried to ask her out. The gang then mentioned that Rodney hasn't been seen for the last 20 hours. Xander jokes,
Hey, maybe he awakened the mummy.
Right, and it rose from its tomb.
And attacked him.
but actually in their line of work, that's not so funny. The gang heads to the exhibit, and although the mummy is still there, the seal itself was shattered into several pieces. Giles can't decipher the pictograms, so he takes the piece to the library for study. Meanwhile, Willow notices that the mummy has braces. Back at the library, and Giles can't make much of anything about the writing on the seal. He's thinking maybe Buffy's soon-to-arrive South American exchange student, Ampada, could help out when he arrives. That evening at the bus station, Ampada hears a voice calling to him. Then, he's fatally lip-locked by the mummy. Buffy, Willow, and Xander go to the station and find Ampada, but it's a girl. Xander goes into "oh my god" mode like he did with Natalie French. That one didn't go so well, but maybe this one will be better. At Buffy's house, Ampada mentions to the gang that she's learned English by listening a lot, and that she's been around America before.
I've toured.
Where did you go?
I was taken to Atlanta, Boston, New York.
Coincidentally, those are big tourist spots for exhibits as well. Ampada further talks with Buffy about how nice her place is, where she's from, it was much more cramped and very dead, and she has no one else. She just wants to live a normal life and have friends. Well, Buffy can help with that. The light goes out, and someone from outside is watching. Cordelia talks with her weekly hunk, some singer for a band. She admits that her Swedish exchange student, Sven, is a dud. She talks to him like he's dumb. Meanwhile, the guitarist, Oz, asks what the big deal is about Cordelia. Sure, she's pretty, but...
I'm not picky. You're just impressed by any pretty girl that can walk and talk.
She doesn't have to talk.
Buffy introduces Giles to Ampada, and immediately, with no pretense...
How do you do? I was wondering if you could translate this.
That was in no way awkward.
Oh, Giles. And she can? Okay. So she says that one of the symbols is something about a guard, and she mentions a guard for the mummy to keep it from awakening. Xander spends his time hanging out with Ampara, and even though he constantly seems to put his foot in his mouth, she's charmed by him. And while eating Twinkies at the school bleachers, they're attacked by, oh look, it's Mr. Rainwater from Yellowstone. He was also Billy Black in Twilight.
No! God, please, no! No!
Anyway,
No!
back in the library, Willow wonders if she should continue trying to pine over Xander or maybe just get on with her life.
Good for you. Well, I didn't choose yet.
Giles surmises that the mummy can suck the life force from others, keeping itself alive. This is from the translation on the seal. Thank goodness he's that good at deciphering unknown texts that quickly. Wow. As Xander and Ampara enter the library, she's pretty forcefully insisting that they destroy the seal. Xander then asks her to go to the dance with him, after Willow advised that he do so. Xander and Ampara start forming a very close bond with one another, and she seems to love that she is adjusting to normal life. Xander asks,
You're not a praying mantis, are you? Sorry, someone else.
he can't believe this chick is digging him. There has to be a catch. Ampara walks into the restroom, and there's Rainwater telling her that she has to go back to being asleep because every person she kills is an innocent victim. But instead, she sucks away his life.
I have thought. The dance? I will go with you.
Back at Buffy's house, and Ampara prepares for the dance at the Bronze with Xander. She doesn't want Buffy to unpack her stuff. Buffy pulls some boys' underwear out of the bag. Buffy begins to open the trunk and, oh, Xander is at the door.
I've come for the dance.
Hello, Xander.
Oh, yeah.
He says you're beautiful.
Has you?
You're welcome.
Over to the Bronze, and hey, there's that guitar player guy, Oz, playing on stage live. Interesting.
Oh, near faux pas. I almost wore the same thing. See? My own speechless human boomerang. Get punchy.
So Xander and Ampara start the dance. Meanwhile, Willow watches sadly from a distance. And as they dance, Oz is blown away by that chick.
Hey. That girl. Who is she?
She's an exchange student.
I think she's from South America. No, not her. The Eskimo.
Giles and Buffy open the trunk and know that she's the mummy. They attempt to rush to the Bronze to save Xander before they kiss.
Come on, can't you put your foot down?
It is down.
One of these days, you're gonna have to get a grown-up car.
Ampara and Xander almost kiss, but she can't do it. She takes a random victim instead and tries to kiss him, but Xander finds her just in time.
Ampara!
There's a tender moment where Xander is trying to understand her, what's bothering her, but poor Ampara has to feed. She's got dry skin. She starts to cry, and they kiss. But she can't push herself to kill him and runs off. Buffy tells Willow that Ampara is the mummy, and they run off to find her.
Hey, who is that girl?
Oh, Willow. Just 3 more seconds, man. Darn. The gang then take a phase Xander to safety. Ampara tries to kill Giles and she shatters the seal. Buffy and her fight and the gang help out.
This won't hurt.
Xander tells her that she is not going to kill Willow.
Or it is the end for me and for us.
No! You want life? You're gonna have to take mine.
She tries to do so, but ultimately, she can't. Xander talks about his worst luck with ladies that he likes, barring Buffy herself, as they walk together. Buffy reminds him that the mummy was just a girl who had her life taken away from her, and Buffy understands what that's like. Also, she had to sacrifice her life for the greater good, like Buffy, but Xander was there to bring her back. The end. When it comes to piecing clues together and the gang being kind of oblivious, this one harkens back to Teacher's Pet. In that one, a student goes missing at the exact same time that the substitute teacher, Miss French, arrives. Enter Empada. Miss French talks continuously about praying mantises. A teacher got their head cut off, and boys are going crazy around her in ways that make no sense. Yet it takes the gang forever to piece those clues together. Much like Empada talking about her quiet past, yet the gang is completely oblivious to all the clues. I mean, who the heck in modern day with no education would be able to read a 1,000-year-old pictograph? Or they don't even ask more questions about the cryptic things that she says about her past life. Also, there are plenty of overt plot conveniences to help force events into shape to the point of silliness. When this happens, I tend to get frustrated because usually this show ekes out just enough clues and exposition to solve a mystery with more finesse. Of course, the other similarity to Teacher's Pet is that Xander falls for the wrong girl again. First is a centuries-old she-mantis, and now a 1,000-year-old mummy. That's some harsh luck. A more positive aspect of this episode, however, is that Empada's tragic tale is relatable. She's an age-old story of a person's desire to live, but had to sacrifice themselves for the greater good. The greater good. Cordelia this time around feels more like she did in the earlier episodes of Season 1. She's back to being that cliched, self-absorbed meanie intended to squiggle out a couple giggles here and there. That devolved character trait, along with the bad mystery-solving shenanigans, makes me feel like this episode might be a leftover filler episode that wasn't used in Season 1, repurposed for Season 2. A little nip and tuck for Cordelia's character, since she's becoming more understanding. If they just tweaked her a little bit more, this could have helped avoid that comparison. And Xander once again finds himself on the short end after drawing another straw for romance, and Willow continues to feel the pain of unrequited love. The saving grace of this installment is that Empada's story is an easy tragedy to latch onto, and Xander once again becomes an anchor for inspiring goodness for those around him, even if they are drawn to committing inhumane acts. And he saves Willow by sacrificing himself for her. So yes, this was a bit of a dud, but there are still some flickers of hopeful goodness to cling to. Thanks for watching. Until next time.